Hey, welcome everybody. This is the intro video to Ben's Home Baseball League. I'll give you a little bit of history, talk about the teams, the format, a little bit about the board and the stats, and a little bit about how I do the league for those of you watching some of the games. This is something that I started in 1993. This game is called Big League Baseball. It came in a tiny little box. But I just played this nonstop. As you can tell, there's some duct tape fixes to the baseball, the field. You can see with all the marks from the dice. It's been well loved, and I even lost the inning dial a long time ago. But I love this game, and this kind of just wanted to share it with everybody else. If somebody actually finds this game for sale, again, let me know. I would love to see where that's at. So yeah, 1993, I was a junior high kid looking for stuff to do, and I was into sports and stats, and so I kept stats and did multiple seasons of this. So technically, the season you're watching, the videos I posted to YouTube, is season 9. I can provide a little bit more history later, but I'll get into kind of the format of the league. So first off, is we've got 4 teams. We've got 4 teams in the BHBL. We've got the Birmingham Pistols. That's my team. I'm going to root for them in all the videos. We got the Memphis Bombers. That is the Birmingham Pistols' rival. They played in the very first World Series of the BHBL where Memphis won. Birmingham's still looking for their first BHBL championship. You've got Nevada Lions, and you've got the Connecticut Stunners. Nevada and Connecticut are rivals. They have faced off the most in the World Series of the BHBL. So those are your 4 teams. We did have 1 year there, or 1.5 years, there was an expansion of the BHBL to 4 other teams, but I haven't played with those 4 teams in a while. Just found it to be too hard to do all those different games. Who knows? Maybe though we could expand in the future. But I might make a separate video about the expansion season when we talk about some of the stats. I do keep stats for each game and have kept stats throughout the history of the BHBL, and I'll make a video of like the history of the stats, who's our career leaders, single season leaders, all that. So I have a ton of stats that I've kept back all the way to 1993 till today. So the format of the league is pretty straightforward. You've got 18 games total, so each team plays 18 games, and you got 6 games versus each team. The top 2 teams then advance to the World Series, and it's a best of 3 World Series. Like I said, the 1 year we had a second division, so there was 8 teams. Then there was two series, 1 divisional series, and one World Series at that time. Next, the biggest thing to look for, and I'll take pictures and link this to this video, this is kind of the outcome board. So you've got less than 20 home runs, and you've got it scaled by all the different batting averages, and there's different outcomes based on your dice roll. You noticed 7's always a strikeout. 10, 11, or 12 are always home runs. 6 is nothing but an out. But there's some unique ones, like you look at 260 here, 4s are home runs, right? Walks are different. Sometimes a triple's 2, sometimes it's 12. So there's some uniquenesses throughout. So if you have less than 20 home runs, you're on this side. So for the league I do, for the Ben's Home Baseball League, since we're only playing 18 games, if you have less than 5 home runs, you hit this side. This side is more than 20 home runs or more if I'm using MLB stats, and more than 5 home runs if I'm using the BHBL stats. You can notice 'cause there's a few different strategies. A lot of times you're looking to advance runners. You're far more likely to advance runners on this side than you are on this side. Although there's a couple averages, so like 260 to 279, that always advance runners. So there can be a little bit of strategy during the games to score some runs. So after that, we do have a draft every year. Draft is 5 rounds. There are trades that can be involved in the season. And then also I typically only do lineup changes. Every 6 games I'll do lineup, check the stats and do some lineup changes and make changes within the teams. I mean, that's kind of it. I did miss a few games early on, so you'll see that the videos start with a couple games into the season. But hopefully you enjoy the games. Give me any feedback or tips on how it would make it a better viewing experience for you. I'm happy to hear your thoughts. So thanks for watching and enjoy the games.